Hello and welcome to Fix It Friday, where we are going to go through the unsolds that I have accumulated over the week, and we are going to try to fix the listings to get the items sold. So what I've done is every day this week I go into my eBay store, and any items that have a little asterisk by them means that they have been delisted and relisted at least one time. And they have made it through a second round where they have gotten 0 views in 30 days, and so they have been delisted again. So I have about 20 items, a little over 20 items that we need to figure out a way to fix. The ways I will be fixing things are either pulling the item entirely and just donating it. That is like my least favorite option, and the ones I'm going to try to avoid having that happen. Or I'm going to allot items up together. I'm going to change the price, change the photographs, or cross-list them. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first listing I want to work on is this Rabbi book. This Rabbi book has been around for a while. I actually found several of these Rabbi books, all of them at different estate sales or at the bins. And I've been trying to sell them individually. I did sell one individually, but it was the very first book in the series and it was a first edition. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to pull all the rest of the Rabbi books since they're not selling individually, and we are going to see if I can get them to sell as a lot. So I have delisted and I have written down all of the inventory numbers so I can pull them. I have one book club edition that has, this is what I'm showing you now, which has the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday books. There are 12 books in this series. They're all written from like the 1960s into the 70s. And it's Friday, the Rabbi did something, and Saturday, the Rabbi did something else. And they're like little mini mysteries. Okay, so here is my inventory system. I don't individually bag up all of the books, just some of the books. You see, I've already pulled the Tuesday to go in this set, and I need to pull now the other 3, which is 53, 45, and 264. So here is this box. I need this box. So that's actually pretty easy. I'm not really great about putting things back in a full stack like I'm supposed to, but there's one, 53, I'm guessing, yep, 45. All right, so I will unbag these and use these bags for something else to add more to my inventory, and then I will get the last book. Okay, so I have them all out, I have photographed them, and I have a brand new listing, so hopefully these will sell now. That would be excellent. Now that I've done the books, let's try a clothing piece. So this cabbie piece here, I've had for a while. I've even taken the time to model this piece. Right now I'm control-C'ing the pictures as I'm showing you the pictures, so that way it's saving it onto my computer, which is how I manually cross-post. It also gives me an opportunity to double-check the pictures to make sure everything's good. I mean, that's the one flaw. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, I took the time to model it. The pictures are good. The measurements are good. This is one of the reasons why I don't pick up cabbie unless it's really eye-catching or it is one of the good fabrics like silk, linen, or wool. So, I mean, all the pictures are good. I've saved them all now. This is actually already cross-posted. I've disclosed the flaw. It's already cross-posted to Poshmark. If you scroll down here, I do have things by item type and then by color because I am OCD about that. So now I am going to try to cross-post this to Mercari and Depop, which is what I'm trying for 2023. Is where the Facebook Marketplace didn't work, so we're cross-posting to some other platforms. I'm going to move this over to the third picture because that is what my information in my eBay listing, and all I do is I highlight the information, I hit Control-C, well, I'm doing the title right now, so Control-C, Control-V, and I do this for all of the other platforms I need to cross-post to, and that's how I do this relatively quickly. I'm going a lot slower now because I'm trying to like explain it to you as I'm also doing it. And this is me struggling with Depop because Depop is probably the hardest one for me to do, only because of the fact that like it has a limit to how many pictures you can upload. So I have to like, all right, well, which ones do I want to upload? So I'm just doing a Control-C, Control-V, and that normally makes this really fast for me, as long as I have the pictures downloaded, which takes like 10 seconds to get all of those, because I'm just Control-C, Control-V. Those are the hotkeys, by the way, if you don't know, if you're using Windows. And then I Control-C and Control-V the different information, and Depop has almost as many drop downs as eBay. Not really, that's an exaggeration, but it has a lot of fiddly stuff to deal with. And then it took me a while to figure out the shipping. I just ship on my own with Depop. It's normally cheaper for me anyway if I'm using Pirate Ship, so it's not a big deal. So I'm just filling out all the information to get this listed onto Depop. From my understanding, Vintage normally does better on Depop. It's like the Gen Z's version of Etsy. I think that's probably why Etsy bought them. What was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? Did they buy them during the pandemic or just before the pandemic hit? I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just going through and trying to fill out as much information as possible here on Depop. Again, this takes a lot longer than it should. You don't have to do, a lot of those ones are optional. You can just do like the main ones just to get it up and then fiddle with it later if it doesn't sell. But we're trying to get things listed and get things sold. So this is me again trying to figure out the shipping. I realized, I need to just ship on my own and then I don't need to do this anymore. But it's going to take me a minute to realize that that's why Depop's not working, so I'm going to just go over to Mercari while my brain decides to load properly. So we're just going to Alt-Tab up to Mercari and finish this listing up. It's just Control-C, Control-V again. I like to do the title, and then the description is whatever the flaws are. And then what I do is I do all the limited number of drop downs that Mercari has, which is great. Mercari is super simple that way. Click all of the information. With first class shipping, it's really easy just to do Mercari shipping. For heavier items though, I will do free shipping on Mercari and just calculate that into the price, because I have noticed that people on Mercari do not want to pay for shipping at all, and they will do mailing fraud in order to not pay more than like $6 for shipping on Mercari. So I just include that in the price. So if like something costs $10 to ship, I'll just add $10 to the price and put that on Mercari, and they're like, ooh, I got free shipping, even though no, you're actually paying for it. It's a pain in the butt, and part of the reason why I stopped using Mercari. Also, I was getting fewer sales on Mercari than I was on Poshmark. Look, I did it, yay! So now I'm going to go back to Depop because I think I figured out what is wrong and fix that up. Okay, so I've also set aside these 2 listings that I know for a fact I need to take new pictures for. Like, the listing holistically is just not good. It's this Elizaveta piece that I have had since 2019, and then this vintage blue piece that just doesn't look good. So this Elizaveta piece, like, look at this. I haven't used this since like the first 3 months I was reselling. So that's how long I've had this piece. It is just stuck around. This is actually the 2nd set of photos I've done for it. So this will be the 3rd set of photos I've done for it. I'm filling out some more drop downs that didn't exist when I originally listed this. I'm going to change the price and change the shipping, because shipping has increased since I listed this. Like, this even has my old P.O. box on it, so I'm going to update it to the correct P.O. box for the return shipping, and then just save it as a draft, because again, we got to take pictures for this. And I'm going to do the same thing for this vintage listing. This is from the 60s. It's just, this color blue just does not photograph well for me. And also, this is one of the vintage pieces I got from a giant haul, so it has the Whatnot quick dry erase, so I would like to fix that as well. I'm going to adjust the price. Everything else looks good, so I'm just going to save that for later. We just need to find these out of our inventory and take new pictures for them. Honestly, do not know what the deal is with this Athleta piece. This is so old. Like, look, this is my new system. This is my old system with my card still in it. So I don't know why this Athleta piece won't sell, but I'm going to take both of these out. We are going to get measurements and put them on the felt board so it looks nicer, and then also steam both of these and put them on Karen and see if maybe she can't work some magic and get these two things finally out of my house. Okay. Karen, don't turn your back on me. I am hoping taking some shots on her will get these sold. Also, because I'm taking new photographs, I will easily be able to cross-list everywhere. And I'm going to put these up on Macari and Depop as well. And hope for the best, because I don't understand. I mean, I do understand because, you know, they're pre-owned clothing. I mean, this is a vintage piece from the 60s, and the other piece is an Athleta piece, and all my other Athleta pieces have sold. This is the first one I found, and it just doesn't want to leave me. So I've already taken the photographs for that one. I'm going to do this one and then redo the measurements so I can do the felt board. And then I'll show you the listings. You need to be pretty. Pretty, pretty pictures. So pretty people will buy you and be even prettier. Oh, now I know why. Is that a shadow or is that a stain? That is a shadow. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the photographs that I just did, and I'm going to edit them in Photo Room. I do pay for the Photo Room Pro. I'm not sponsored. I literally have been paying the $70 for like 3 years for them. So it used to be $50, now it's $70. So that'd be great if they wanted to sponsor me, because it is something I use, but I don't think they care about me. So I don't have a promo link, but use it if you want to use it. Don't use it if you don't want to use it. You don't need it, especially if you don't have an iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, you can mess with all of your video recording settings and probably do awesome photos without it. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off, take measurements, let's get these listed. After looking at the photo, I hated it, even after the editing, so I've added a period scarf to like zhuzh it up some. And I think that this will look better. So yeah, I took the background out and I was like, oh, that still looks gross. So I undid the button and now I'm gonna do this, and I think that'll look a lot better. All right, so let's look at another listing. The only other book left is this almost antique, it's from 1930, book about 3 novellas about Abraham Lincoln. I don't know, I couldn't find anything on Goodreads about this. I looked it up. There's no reviews on it. It's super forgotten. I mean, there's a lot listed on eBay in much better condition than mine. I looked it up on Terapeak and you can see one has sold in an entire year on eBay. So, and it sold for like $2.50. I feel like this has been on here for 2 years now. I don't think it's gonna sell. So I think that this is one of the few things that I'm actually going to just redonate. It hurts a little bit because it's a book, but I have no interest in reading it. Obviously nobody else has any interest in reading it, so that's going to get redonated. And all the rest of these I feel like just need to be cross-posted, so I will work on relisting them and cross-posting them. All right, well, I now have 0 unsold listings. So I have cross-posted everything. So now that I have a bunch of fresh new listings on other platforms, maybe that'll make all of the algorithms super duper happy. You know, also because of the fact that I basically just added 20 plus odd new listings to eBay. So I'm hoping that this will make everything super happy and some of the stuff will sell. I am a little bit sad about the book, but it has a 0 track record for sales. So I'm going to donate it and hope someone else gives it a new home. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you all, kind of going over my process, and also I finally got to show you guys how I manually cross-list. Does it take a little while? Yes, but that's only because like I'm still trying to learn how to cross-post to Depop, which is the 4 photos thing is a struggle. But cross-posting to 2 platforms like Mercari and Depop are both ones that I have like not really a whole lot of experience with, so we'll see how they work out in 2023. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you were able to fix some of your own listings while you were watching me, and hopefully it'll result in some really good sales this weekend. But I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, bye! Bye!
Hero, I wanna be a hero.